Chapter 5, Whispers and Shadows, Part 3, Unveiling Truths. The young elf's story unfolded like a tapestry of deceit and manipulation. Their name was Eowyn, and they were part of a once prominent family of arcanists who had fallen on hard times. The Veiled Hand had approached them, offering to restore their family's status in exchange for their unique talents in artifact location and retrieval. But it was all a lie, Eowyn said, voice trembling. They threatened my family, forced me to search for the key fragments. I never wanted any part of this. The Guardian, who had introduced himself as Solarius, shifted uncomfortably. This complicates matters. Our order believed the Veiled Hand to be nothing more than power-hungry cultists. But this level of manipulation suggests a far more insidious threat. I exchanged glances with Lyria and Grimlock. The pieces were starting to fall into place, but the picture they formed was more complex than we had imagined. Eowyn, Lyria said gently, the fragment you carry, may we see it? Hesitantly, the young elf produced a small, intricately carved piece of metal from within their robes. As soon as it was exposed, I felt a resonance with the fragments we carried. The air itself seemed to hum with power. Grimlock leaned in, his expert eye examining the piece. It's genuine, all right, but there's something different about this one. He was right. Unlike our fragments, which glowed with an inner light, this one seemed to absorb the light around it. Shadows clung to its surface, writhing and twisting in mesmerizing patterns. By the eternal flame, Solarius breathed, it's been corrupted. Lyria's face paled. This is worse than I feared. If the Veiled Hand has found a way to taint the key fragments. A thought struck me. Wait a minute. Eowyn, you said you were forced to search for the fragments. How exactly did you do that? The elf looked uncomfortable. I have a gift, a sort of sixth sense for magical artifacts. The Veiled Hand enhanced it somehow, made it specific to the key fragments. That's how they've been staying ahead of us, I realized. Solarius stepped forward, his armor clinking softly. This cannot be allowed to continue. The key must be destroyed before its power can be misused. Now hold on just a minute, Grimlock interjected. We don't know that destruction is the answer. There's too much we don't understand about the key and its purpose. As they argued, I noticed Eowyn staring intently at the corrupted fragment. Their eyes had taken on a strange, glassy quality. Eowyn? I said, reaching out to touch their shoulder. Are you all right? The moment my hand made contact, a jolt of energy surged through me. Suddenly, I wasn't in the courtyard anymore. I was somewhere else, everywhere else, all at once. I saw Quandaria as it had been centuries ago, a fledgling city full of promise and magic. I saw the creation of the key, forged by the founders as both a safeguard and a catalyst for growth. And I saw the terrible power it contained, the potential for both creation and destruction on an unimaginable scale. Then, as quickly as it had come, the vision faded. I found myself back in the courtyard, gasping for breath. Eowyn was in a similar state, while the others looked on in confusion and concern. What just happened? I managed to ask. Eowyn's eyes were wide with wonder and fear. You saw it too? The truth about the key? Lyria knelt beside us, her face etched with worry. What truth? What did you see? I struggled to put the experience into words. The key, it's not just a magical artifact. It's tied to Quandaria itself, to the very fabric of reality here. The founders, Eowyn continued, they created it as a failsafe, a way to reshape the city if things ever went catastrophically wrong. But they feared its power, so they split it and hid the pieces. Solarius removed his helmet, revealing a face lined with both youth and ancient wisdom. If this is true, then destroying the key could have unforeseen consequences for all of Quandaria. Grimlock stroked his beard thoughtfully. And if the Veiled Hand gets their hands on it, they could remake the city in their image. No wonder they've gone to such lengths to find it. This wasn't just about finding a lost artifact anymore. The fate of every soul in Quandaria hung in the balance. All right, I said, standing up and brushing off my coat. New plan. We need to find the remaining fragments before the Veiled Hand does. But more than that, we need to understand the key's true purpose. Lyria nodded, a spark of hope in her obsidian eyes. The Founder's Sanctum. There might be more information there, hidden in the ancient records. And we'll need to cleanse this corrupted fragment, Solarius added. My order has rituals that might be able to purify it. Elwyn looked around at our unlikely group. I want to help. My family is still in danger. Let me use my gift to find the remaining fragments. Well then, I said, a wry smile tugging at my lips. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. And with that, we set off into the heart of Quandaria, ready to face whatever challenges awaited us. The game had changed. The stakes had never been higher,